Hello, welcome back to Ratropolis. It's Shaman today? Shaman Desert? That seems right. Let's hit it. How you doing today? How's it going? Happy Saturday. Hope you're spending it well. Hopefully you're having a good one. I'm having a good one. Well, except it's Friday. I'm probably having a good Saturday. Saturday's a cool day. I like Saturday. It's definitely in my top 7 days of the week. Without a doubt. What's your favorite day of the week? I'm gonna tell you, my favorite day of the week is probably Tuesday. So you may be like, oh, Tuesday, what's wrong with you, you fool? What a terrible day to call your favorite day of the week, but it's the truth. I like Tuesday. I don't really have a great reason. I always just kind of remember having a feeling of like, yeah, Tuesday. Like the middle of the week, right before you get over the hump, it's like, all right, we got a little more time before we get into it being like into the end of the week where everyone's just kind of like, yeah, I'm ready to be done with everything this week. But it's not Monday. It's like the first day of being free. I don't know why I just sat there and watched this fight. I guess I wanted to. A tannery from the first one? I'm not gonna. I've always been a fan of Tuesday. I don't really like Saturday, Sunday. I mean, Saturday, sure, why not? But Sunday, I'm like, oh god, that means tomorrow's Monday. And that means that the day after that is Tuesday. Wait a minute, it's good. I don't know. I'm not big on days of the week. I don't really care either way, to be honest with you. That watchtower's greedy. I've never been super like, oh no. Oh, I got a case of the Mondays. You know, I'm not that type of person. I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's today. Whatever it is today. But, you know, some people super into specific days. Some people, they have, like, reasons to hate a day. Like, maybe you got something specific specifically terrible that happens to you on a Sunday, and you're like, oh, well, 8 Sundays, worst day of the week. Like maybe you have like memories of being drugged to church or something like that as a youngster that stick with you. Maybe you do currently get drugged to church by your parents. I don't know. I did not. My parents are not particularly religious in that sense. I've only been to church like once or twice. I kind of want to go just to see what it's like, but also, you know, not now, of course, because of the whole, you know, the whole general pandemic. You know, oh fuck. Ah, that's tough. That is tough. All right. We're going to need to, so anyway, what I was talking about before is now worthless. I have taken the random advisor and been gifted a doomsdayer, which leads me to believe that we are not long for this world. Let's see if we can find ourselves a way of recovery. I'm taking the advisor here. It cannot get worse. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, the second guard's card might be really helpful in getting enough population pumped out to survive. Plus we are against fat boys, which means that extra guards is helpful. Income is tough. Just in general, this is tough. This is a tough spot. We'll see if we can pull off of this one. See if we can get out of it. It's gonna be tough, but I will fight it out. I didn't really get my comfortable opening. We're at 8 cards. I would prefer to be at 5 right now. 6 at the most. But I did not get all of the removals I wanted, plus I bought in Pike Rat, which very happy I did considering the Doomsdayer situation, but still. Steel tax office. Can I get to steel? We got 8 cards. Oh. Do we have 8 cards? What do I have? I have 1 cheese. Oh, we also got the second cards. Right. I can go for the steel, and if I can make it to steel, we're good. Or we could just go for treasure hunter. I think I will just go for treasure hunter. Yeah, I can go for both. Sure. It's not like I'm going to be doing much. Not going to be doing much paying the redraw from this point anyway. May as well take steel and utilize it like this. Don't really have the money to pay to redraw. Oh, you gave me the treasure chest. This is the thing too, if I get really lucky with these, I can maybe get some removals off, or not. Or nah. Or nah. I'm not gonna take Shield Rat there, we're going to work towards the Steel Dream. I don't think there's much other way to recover this right now. Ooh, bad. 2 treasure chests with no card removal. Kind of rough. We got a lot to remove here, or I can pick up an assistance or anything like that to get me there as well. Although even assistance doesn't get me there right now, presently. It's not the end of the world, but it's real rough, right? It's real rough. Give me an upgrade. We're going to go ahead. We're going to upgrade steel for the long term. This is the play, right? I don't think there's any way out of this other than this. We got put into a very bad position very quickly thanks to the random advisor pickup, which it happens, you know. You don't want this. You don't want to be put in this position. Don't take random advisor. I'm not mad, of course. I'm quite fine. Don't worry. No salt. I have overcome my salt towards this game, and I am just generally pretty happy to be here now. And by that I mean I am fuming, unbelievably angry. My rage overtakes me, and I find myself, despite all my rage, I am just a Ratropolis in a cage. Losing it. Honestly though, like the double guards with the guard advisor, the treasure hunter, it's not going so terribly. We're close, we need 2 more card removals and then we're there. Which is not impossible, we could get that before wave 10 and we could find ourselves in a winning position here. I think that we have a definite shot. The steel committal seems like it's going to pay off. I will not take anything. Give me 1 more card removal and we are there. So now I need to start asking myself, what am I going to remove? Probably grain and one of the guards, and then we'll be at 6. Or sorry, 7, and 7 is fine. Grain and one of the guards? Yeah, that seems right to me. Refresh this. Ah, second steel, I could get there right now. If I buy second steel, I think I will buy second steel actually, because check this out, This kills 2 problems with 1 stone here, theoretically. Theoretically, this kills 2 problems with 1 stone. I'm gonna pay to redraw, because if I can get this, this is good. As long as steel isn't my bottom card. Ah, it was too slow. I really wanted to grab second steel and then grab that mining. That's what I was aiming for. I didn't have enough money to grab that mining, but oh well. Yo, the card donation event. What perfect timing. We can get rid of the second steel now that I got there. Got there a wave. Turns out it was just a big waste of money, but I don't think it was a bad idea. Because I wanted that mining. Alright, and we recovered what it looked like an otherwise lost cause there. Now, this run is not won. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to pose to you that because of the position we find ourselves in now, we have won the run. I have been in a position where we took a lot of treasure hunters on this map, and it ended in swift and painful death to fire arrows. What we get? Shield Rat, oh my goodness. What an incredible pickup. I still did not win, but you know, we're in a much better position than we were in when we took Doomsday. And this is what it would look like if I were super tryharding these runs all the time, by the way. There's a little glimpse at what it looks like when I try super hard. Because I definitely gave that one a good work there. Gave it a little work. Gave it a little effort. If I had, I could make a great argument for fitness there. The great argument for fitness is like, well, how are they going to, like, the fire arrows won't matter if my treasure hunters just take no damage, or just have like 1 billion health, I should say. Speaking of having 1 billion health, I think I want to upgrade them. Because we're not out of it yet, right? The classic question on the desert: how do I not die to fire arrows? Because I've lost 100 population of treasure hunters to fire arrows. Upgrade Shield Rat. Hey, literally last episode, I complained that my upgrades never hit what I want them to hit. So I can't complain. Longbow is an answer. This is the potential choice. Sorry, taking a quick drink there. Longbow, huh? I mean, yeah, right? Like, yeah. Just yeah. If I want to win, which I clearly do because of how hard I just put forth effort to keep this run alive after picking up that Doomsdayer, I take Longbow. It's like, it's not really a question of like, is it good or not? It's literally just a question of, do I want to do it? The best way to deal with fire arrows is going to be to have no fire arrows ever touch my main damage source. So yeah, that makes sense. So now, from here, we look for a few options. I'm still going to play out treasure hunters because I would like to... Like, I want the treasure. I want the treasures. Right, for sure I want the treasures. We're going to go ahead, we're going to get rid of Pike Rat soon. We're going to go ahead, we're going to get rid of... probably not much else, really. Wait for the upgrade on Longbow before I really start playing them because I'm just going to, like, pool my army, or pool my population, and wait to get these longbows upgraded before I start playing them out. I put down like a few more shield rats because there's no reason not to wait. That's my opinion. But yeah, all in all, I mean, I'm pretty happy with this run, I gotta say. Took what was a almost certain loss and recovered it into a reasonable position here. I mean, not necessarily a certain loss, right? But the Doomsdayer that early is very frightening. Alright, and now we have the money. First you get the money, then you get the raise tax, and then you get the women. I think that's Scarface. I haven't seen it, as I'm sure you can imagine. Is that a surprise to you? Because it definitely should not be a surprise to you. Another one of these guys, huh? Another Necromancer run. Dude, Shield Rat, or not Shield Rat, sorry, Pike Rat. I wish my boy didn't get so killed. Alright. Streamlabs crashed on me there. I took it as a sign to go get some water. Real quick, mid-wave. But we're back now. No big deal. You didn't miss much. I noticed it relatively quickly. How often do you have a run where you can have both the guards and the militia advisor? Okay, this gotta get myself back in the mindset. We're playing Steel. Do not take territory expansion, you fool. Even though it looks kind of cool. I may as well take the Builders Guild here. This is one of those buildings that I never take, but given the circumstances, there is nothing better here. And at the very baseline, it's going to be worth a little bit. Free treasure chest, very nice. Like I was saying, our plan here is just to build up enough population. Right? Plan here, build up some population, get a nice thick stack of longbows. Waiting on the upgrade, of course, which will come eventually. We can remove on Potter at this point. Potter has probably outlived its usefulness in this deck. Like I said, we're by no means in the clear. Gotta take -7 there, and that sucks. Actually, I could have gotten away with taking... Yeah, I could have gotten away with taking the other option. Right, I could have just taken the 5... you know, blood cards. I wonder about those purely negative events. Because I like the events that have, like, you get a negative, but you get a positive. Getting those purely negative random events feels bad. I've said many times I feel like those events, I don't know if they feel right to me. I mean, they do not feel right whatsoever. It feels wrong that I can just like roll poorly on a run and just get fucked. Right? To me, it doesn't feel right that that can happen, but I don't make the game. But, you know. It adds in an element of randomness that you have to micromanage, so I guess it's interesting for that at least. like no matter what, you could have a run that just you roll poorly and get sent away, right? So it's something to keep your eyes out for. These guys, ooh buddy, what are they like? Oh my god, look at their health pool. 700, 800. How much health do they have? 800 and something health. Ooh buddy. And he's just gonna spawn another one on me. Boy. Good thing I can just play out as infinity shield rats here. Actually, you can make a great argument for me playing out some other stuff there. Throw out a few extra treasure hunters and what have you. But I'm gonna greed. We're gonna try and maintain our population as much as possible. Other than that, upgrade please. Thank you. Go ahead and throw this upgrade on over to our longbow rat. And now we begin building up our longbows. How are they gonna shoot over this massive building? I am, of course, mostly kidding. You can make a great argument in favor of Smithy, however, I don't believe it's good enough. We look now for, you know, the usual longbow accoutrement, the usual longbow helpers, if you will. The old reinforce, the old repair, thorn fence. You know the drill. Yeah, we got 6. I need to not unevenly distribute my longbows, although I already have. Although the right side's not so bad on shield rat, like general damage options. And we have decent, actually decent house income, or like decent house generation through these treasure hunters. I just need my shield rats to not walk off and die. Like there's a good reason to have a few treasure hunters down just to balance out and give me some extra treasure chests, ideally. Plus they're a nice little secondary line of defense when the enemies walk up on you. Like this. But yeah, and otherwise pretty rough run is gonna end up being maybe alright. Not looking terrible. You got a house. Cool. You could take Duckling Rider there. I think the Duckling Rider is trying to diversify. Or like, it would be too much. I think it would be too much. There's no great case against it other than staying at 7 makes me comfortable if I accidentally drop my combo. Of course. That is pretty much the only thing I can say in favor of it. But we're getting there, right? Ideally we get up to like mid-20s of longbow rats, right? Which we'll be able to get to a lot faster after this wave, first of all. Now what do I extension on? Is it right to just hold the extension, you think? I think it is. Because just throwing it on a house doesn't seem quite right. Wanna go? I'll take another extension, sure. Kind of a... why not? Agate. I think I want a wall here. Like nothing else though, but just the wall is good. You can make a case for throwing down the extension on a wall. Extra 100 health doesn't seem terrible. I may do it. Get some more longbows down here. Yeah, like 555 on the front line seems good. That's what, that's 10, 50, it's 20 population on either side just on general wall defense here. A few treasure hunters just to help out, give me some chances at some free treasure chests and the like. Like this. Alright on. Banner rat? I should take this. You know? I should take that. Now how many banner rats is the correct number to put down with our longbows? Ah, that's a great question. I have no idea. Yeah, give me 20 more population. We'll put down like 5 and call it good. Ah, thorn fence. Right on. Now don't play steel here. We gotta drop these extensions. I think we dropped one here and then just put them in houses. They're basically worth 2 population. Right? At the end of the day, this is basically just a big, overpriced, overspaced warren. Yeah, we're gonna go up to 10. I should probably beef out this side's front line. Although, now that we have Thorn Fence, actually, I don't need to. What we're gonna do instead, we're going to stack. Now that we have the Thorn Fence. We'll just have everyone stack up. and act as a little extra barrier of defense here. Right, because they'll probably break through, but they'll be weakened by the time they break through. Yeah, we got 10-3, we got enough for 3 banner rats on this side. We can cash in this forbidden trade when I need money, right? What's this at? Yeah, 6,000 just waiting to be spent. Let's throw down some thorn fences. We've come from a pretty scary start into a reasonable position here, I would say, which I'm happy about. Ooh, almost accidentally bought that altar. Would not have been too happy about that. We'll grab this wall. An extra little wall to beef out the right side, right? And this doesn't ruin me. We're good, we're good. We find ourselves in not the perfect position. I need a little more population, but not a bad spot here. We just keep dropping these extensions on houses. Every extension is basically one more longbow. We want to actually go up a few more banner rats before I start playing longbows, actually. Although I think with longbows in particular, since they don't really have the best targeting, more longbows is a better thing to prioritize right now. And we are against bombs, not fire arrows, not that bad. I think more arrows is more important. Although these enemies, they do struggle to hit. Oh, wait, we don't struggle to hit them, I mean. Our longbows are pretty good at hitting. Ideally, I let these guys break these walls here. Yeah, like that's exactly how we want it to go. Break the wall and then get killed in the next volley, basically. Musketeer duck, no big deal. And we'll see if we can land it. This episode actually transitioned very quickly from a laid-back, casual, shooting the shit episode to, oh god, we have Doomsdayer, let's recover. And that was actually a pretty fun, I thought it was a pretty interesting transition for myself. Big vines here. Vines and thorn fence, I think we have a winning combo here now. Keep my eye on the money. And it is the same boss path as it was in the last episode. I'm starting to wonder if there's some sort of a pattern to be seen there. Right, like maybe the boss we face is decided on... Like, basically, now that I'm playing two episodes in a row like this, right? Where I'm playing 2 episodes on the same map in a row. I wonder if there's some sort of a... like, when you open the game sort of pattern to which boss you'll face. Right? Like, maybe every single run of the desert during this play session will be this boss path. I have seen that in games before. What game was it that had that? Let me think about it. Oh, it's They Are Billions. They Are Billions has that, where no matter what you... Like, on the waves... The waves where you face off against, like, 1,000,000 enemies... They will always spawn in the same place in a specific play session, but then like if you close the game and reopen it, they will spawn differently, if that makes sense. So if you haven't played the Billions, the way it works is essentially you have a RTS style map that you have to build up and accomplish specific objectives on in the campaign, and every certain number of days a big wave of zombies comes at you. Or, sorry, infected, as they call them in that game. And in what we found out, what I found out, anyway, from being told by Twitch chat, is that essentially the way that the waves are generated is such that they're random per play session. So if you lose on a map and you come back to it, like you lose on the map and try it again, it's like, oh, I died on the 3rd big wave, it came from the north. You can expect the next time you play, the 3rd big wave is going to come from the north. But then, if you close the game and reopen it, you will find a different wave layout. Like the 3rd big wave will then come from like the east or the west or something like that. I can't even use my Builder's Guild right now. I could use a card removal here. So I wonder if this game has a similar thing to that going on, where no matter what I do, I will always face on the desert these enemies, and this is 100% potentially just a coincidence. Don't get me wrong. I recognize this might just be a big coincidence, but something to think about. Keep this in mind, and tell me if you ever. Basically, just this is another one of those things that I could prove wrong, but could never prove right. Like if I keep my eyes peeled and we play for long enough here, we'll eventually have a back-to-back episode setup where in those 2 episodes I face 2 different enemies, right? However, until that happens, my theory could hold true. In theory. Theory could hold true in theory. Lots of thorns and vines on this one, huh? I think we can start removing things like Treasure Hunter. Thank you for your service, Treasure Hunter. We got it from here. We're gonna cash in this Forbidden Trade to give me the money for the rest of the run. Start playing out these vines. All in all, basically now I typically am willing to call a run won or lost at this point. By wave 25, I can pretty much, with a certain degree of certainty, tell you if I'm going to win or lose a run. Like this run, I'm almost certain we win. The only map that I wouldn't be willing to make that sort of an assertion on is actually the forest, because sometimes that turtle can get you. But like if we're living through stuff like this, it's probably gonna be all right. And the vines, they are doing what I need them to do here. Because remember, they break through this wall, they've got another whole marathon to run here. And that guy, he's not going to do much damage. Now if they spawn another wave on me here like this, it could be problematic actually. I'm going to need to get this wall repaired. And then get some thorn fences going here. So we could still lose. It's possible. I wouldn't say likely. I haven't been getting much population, which is the only real fear I have here. Is that we're just sitting here on this population number. That's all I really can worry about. We've got the thorn fence, as long as they keep coming single sides, but I think that these waves might actually be seeded in how they spawn. So they may not. I may always see a multi-wave, like hit on both sides on the next wave. I don't know. It's one of those things that I should keep closer track of, but do not really care. Yeah, it occasionally is this way. Sometimes it do be like that, where I click that apartment a little too fast, get a little gung-ho, and all of a sudden we find ourselves in an uncomfortable position due to this. Wow, and another earthquake, huh? Oh, God. All of a sudden we've gone from winning to uncertainty. Very, very quickly. Well, remember when I said we had won it and then I lost my Steel Infinite for an apartment? We did just boom up 30 population, right? So that's a plus. The rest of it is the downside. Yeah, this could be doomed. This could be real doomed. I don't know if I even can fix that thing. I can't look. I mean, I can look, I just have better things to do. Oh, I just paid $2 grand to redraw. Do not recommend that one. Yeah, this doesn't look great here. I'll just say it. I shouldn't have bought that apartment. I just need you to give me a card removal here to fix my mistake, please. No? Alright. There is justice occasionally in the video game. And this is why I hold on to my infinites and don't let them go. Because of things like this occasionally happening. Give me an assistant. Give me anything to draw. Oof, it's rough. They're really sticking it to me here. I gotta say. Really making me suffer for this one. Making me squirm here. Ah. Well, if we live through this way, that's good, but that's a big if. Right? That's a pretty big if I've hit you with. We will see. I think it's okay. Although this, yeah, I think it's okay. Keeping it a little spicy. I think that buying that apartment's typically correct because... Buying that apartment's typically correct because it shouldn't, like it's a 2 and 3 that you don't redraw your infinite there. I just got a little unfortunate. Now, the spider, he may actually cause me some trouble here because I don't have the wall to buffer. Interestingly enough. Card removal, please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna pay to redraw. We're gonna just get our infinite back here. Yeah, alright. A little scary. A near death experience. Now I need to keep a shield rat on deck because I can't take a fire. Like if he fires my longbows, we're done for. So we gotta just play out our shield rat banner rat until this guy leaves. And it's like as soon as he heals and teleports away, we're good to go for sure. Yeah, okay. Now we're for sure good. Well, yeah, how are we? We're fine. Oh wait, that's right. Longbows versus spiderlings. A match made in heaven for the spiderlings. Gotta keep your eyes peeled for this. These spiderlings have way high health. And your longbows do not target them very well. Holy shit, they do 40 damage too? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute, am I dead to spiderlings here? Holy shit, I'm dead. Our only hope is to kill the boss in time, I guess? Which, can they be slowed? Let's see. Never mind, I lost. That's crazy. Unless, I really didn't redraw steel there too, huh? This is wild. It's another one of these runs that I feel like I shouldn't lose because I should be able to recover this, no problem, but you're not allowed to. You don't get to recover from a situation like this. The game doesn't let you. Which kind of sucks, honestly. Like, I hate that you lose these. Well, my strategy here, you may see it. Theoretically, still a way to win, but it doesn't look good. God, I can't draw steel for shit, too. Brutal. Well, let's see. I need you not to target those spiders. I need you to kill the big spider. No, I lost. That's crazy. That is crazy that I lost. It's literally just... This is a product of me going, yeah, I'll probably win this 2 and 3, right? Because when I buy that apartment there after playing my steel combo, I go, yeah, there's like a 66% chance that I don't miss the steel, and then I just get 10 free population for it. And, you know, I would probably do it again, but I guess you shouldn't, because 33% of the time it just loses you the run. Alright, well, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.